What's up, everybody? Welcome to Human Innovation Tarot. My name is Eddie with Imagine Life Development Center. And today I wanted to share a video that I took from a recent live tarot reading. In this video, I'm talking about learning from the past, learning from previous lessons, learning from the things that have hurt us, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, whether it's addiction, whether it's, poor decisions that we've made, whatever the case may be. A lot of times in life, especially when it comes to relationships, it's easy to forget. It's really easy for us to forget a lot of the pain and misery that we go through. Now, I know a lot of people would say, I haven't forgotten. I remember, I definitely remember the pain that I've gone through. And I'm not saying that we don't remember the pain that we've gone through, but for a lot of people who have patterns and cycles, or, they've had on again, off again relationships, or maybe codependent relationships, or maybe a trauma bond, or a very like a tug of war, a push and pull type of relationship, or maybe just a specific person, or maybe a specific persons, plural, that they found very difficult to get over. And there are times where it's like a love-hate relationship, Some days, we feel like, we hate that person because of what they did to us, but then other days there's this love there, right? And so what this video discusses is sometimes there's this need for us to really remember the pain and the lessons that we've gone through, because it's so easy for us to become lonely, to become depressed, to become sad, and to feel like, in our loneliness and our sadness, or we've been single for a long time, or whatever the case may be, we start to forget all the things that we've gone through. And even if it's not a desire to return to a person who's hurt us, what it does is it leaves us vulnerable to being hurt by someone similar, or by putting ourselves back out into situations carelessly, haphazardly, or foolishly jumping into things because we want something so bad, or we want, connection and love so bad, or we want to escape our depression, our sadness, and our loneliness so bad, whatever the case may be. And so oftentimes we end up in these emotions, or these emotional states that leave us vulnerable. It's almost like an illusion. A fog comes over us. Like we experience a type of amnesia where we forget all the pain that we've gone through in the past. And so there's a time of sobriety, a time of reflection that's often needed for us to sit and reflect and meditate on the types of pains and lessons that we've learned from the past. Because if we are not learning those lessons, then we're destined to repeat them again and again and again. So this video explains the need to remember, to intentionally remember our pain at times, to focus on it, to recall it, to meditate on it, to really sit and put ourselves back into a situation that was extremely toxic, extremely painful, and really immerse yourself back into that experience, the memory of that experience. Remember what it feels like when all hell was breaking loose. Your nervous system was firing on highest levels. You can't eat, you can't sleep. It feels like chaos. There's pain, there's fighting, there's aggression, whatever violence, whatever kind of relationship that you've been in, or whether it was abandonment or neglect, all of these things, right? And I feel sometimes we need that. We need to remind ourselves of the things that we've gone through to kind of snap us out of it and wake us up sometimes and go, hey, before I just go jumping off back into, whatever world that awaits me, whether it's dating, a job, or, partying, or who knows what, could be anything. But before I just jump back out into, the deep end of the shark-infested waters, maybe I need to do some reflection and do some soul searching to find out, do I really want that again? Do I really want to go around the mountain again and experience that again, right? So that's what this video is about. And I do get very passionate in my tarot readings. So just a word of warning, if there's any sensitive ears around, just be fair warned. I get a little bit, I use some adult language. Okay. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the video. What you want to do with this? The metaphor of your desire. Do you want it? Is it worth it? You can hold on to it? Or you're like, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to leave that there because I don't know. I think the sounds of something better on the other side of this bridge over here, I like the sound of that. I like the sound of peace. I like the sound of blessed. I like the sound of happy, happy. I like the sound of being, finding me again, mending, healing, feeling good about myself, finding my confidence again, my self-worth, not feeling crazy, not feeling all over the place or however, all the emotions. What did it feel like to be in this before? That's one of the things that people come for tarot readings and they want to know about a past person. They want to know about a toxic past person. Well, let me ask all of you this that want to know about some toxic fucker from your past. Pardon my French, but whoever that person is in your past that was toxic and you know who the fuck they are. Well, my question to you is, take a moment and think about and focus on how that person made you feel at the worst. When you were experiencing the worst that person made you feel, I want you to focus on that and experience it right here, right now. And I'm being absolutely dead serious. Focus on it. Remember what they did. Remember what they said. Remember how they treated you. Remember what they didn't do. Remember how they didn't treat you. Remember all those negative feelings, and I want you to feel them right now. Relive the worst moments. I want you to relive them, recall them. They're still there. They're still inside of you. You know what happened. You know what they did. You know how they hurt you. You know how they betrayed you. You know all the fights, all the drama, all the bullshit. This is called sobriety. And sobriety is reminding yourself of the reality of the thing that you came out of. And that's the most loving thing that you can do for yourself right now, is to remind yourself of the shit that you were subjected to before you go running back into it. Have you ever ate something that made you sick to your stomach? You ever had food poisoning? And then you couldn't eat the thing that gave you the food poisoning for like years? You ever had that experience? I ate nachos one time, and it was the most pain that I've ever been in, hands down. Food poisoning was the most painful experience I've ever had, and I've been through a lot of painful experiences. And I could not eat nachos, which is one of my favorite things, by the way. I could not eat nachos for years. Just the thought, the imagery of picturing a nacho in my mind immediately made me feel like I wanted to puke. See, some of us need to have that reaction towards other things that have made us sick. Like maybe going back and taking a big sniff of some pile of shit that we were in. Like, oh man, I forgot how terrible this smells like a shitty diaper. It smells like diarrhea. It's terrible. Like, yeah. How did you forget? How did you forget that person treated you that way? How did you forget how it felt when that person betrayed you? How did you forget? How did you lose sight of it? How did you lose sight of that they treated you that way and did this thing to you and treated you that way and you felt that thing? Well, now is a good time to remind yourself. Feel it. Remember what happened to you. Remember what they did and feel those negative emotions. Put yourself back into that place where that shitty stuff was happening to you and relive it. Because that's literally exactly what a lot of you are going to do. And you don't need a tarot reader to tell you this, by the way. Well, what do you mean, Eddie? What do you mean I don't need a tarot reader to tell you this? Well, this, for a lot of you guys, this is going to happen whether you came and found out that, you have some toxic shit stain from your past that's going to come back. Some of you, it was going to happen whether you got a reading about it or not. That's what I'm saying. People are going to come back whether you get a tarot reading about it or not. The blessing for you is that at least with the tarot reading, you get a heads up about it. You get a warning. You get a warning like, oh my God, great. The tarot, like this is where tarot can actually be kind of useful. At least you get a heads up that that they're coming back. So it's not like, oh my God, they're coming back. It's like, oh my God, they're coming back. Sobriety is good. Sobriety is a healthy thing. To be honest with yourself, put yourself back into that place, get real with what's real, and remind yourself of what it was like to be in that situation before when it was at its worst point. And then times it by 2 or 3 or maybe even 10. So whatever you felt before, just know that the heat's going to be at least 2 to 10 times worse, depending. I don't know. But I know that whatever's in the picture of this card is certainly not where I want to be in a romantic relationship. That's for fucking sure. I do not want to be in the fire, and I do not want to be dealing with that energy. That's for fucking sure. But that's just me. And I think if more people would just be honest with themselves, at least long enough to put themselves back into that place where they knew they were being hurt, and they relived it, they allowed themselves to re-experience the shittiness of that experience, it would bring a lot more clarity and sobriety to whatever's going on in their mind. Because sometimes people are willing to tolerate and accept anything because they think anything is better than nothing. And that's scarcity. And the reason that it's scarcity is because there's such low self-worth going on within oneself that they would rather put themselves through hell than to have nothing at all. And that's why this is so important. Mending. It's so important for you to find the value of you so that you can have peace, because peace is something that happens no matter what. The peace that this type of peace that's on this table is a spiritual peace. It's peace in the calm, it's peace in the storm, it's peace in the fucking apocalypse. If it's the end of the fucking world and the world's burning to flames and the fucking meteor strike is coming, there's nuclear war, whatever's happening and the world's fucking ending, you don't care. I'm at peace. It's spiritual peace. It cannot be taken from you. When you get this type of peace, it cannot be taken from you. And to get this, you have to do this. Because this is about finding the value of the thing that you are. And once you find the value of the thing that you are, you get to experience said peace. Because that's where the peace comes from. Because what you find, as you find the value of what you are, is you find that you're actually this. You are the divine. You are one with the divine. The divine is one with you. And that's why you have this. Surrender to spirit. What are you surrendering to? You're surrendering to the thing that you are. You're just becoming one with the thing that's wanting to become one with you, because you're one and the same. But here in the earth world, in the simulation, we have free will, we have choice, we have an ego, we have duality, we have all this other shit. So even this is a choice, even though it's a truth and it's a fact. You cannot separate the divine from you. You are the divine. There is no separation between you and the divine. Nothing can separate you from the love of God. You are the love of God. You are God. But yet there is still the duality or the illusion of separation. But when you make a choice to use your free will to no longer believe or be in said separation, and you choose oneness every day, with said spirit, with said divine, then you experience this, you experience that, you experience that, and you attract a lot of this, and this, ironically, becomes a lot of this. So it's not even just a loyal heart. You find a soul tribe of loyal hearts. Hey guys, thank you so much for checking out this video. If you haven't already, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. All the other information is in the description box below. And as always, my friends,
I'm not a bloody psychic.